Think and solve 1741. The heat of vaporization of ethyl alcohol is about 200 calories per gram. If 2.6 kilograms of this fluid were allowed to vaporize in a refrigerator, find what mass of ice would be formed from 0 degrees Celsius water. Here's my refrigerator, and in my refrigerator I place a cup of water and a cup of ethyl alcohol. The water is at 0 degrees Celsius, but some heat flows from it to the cooler ethyl alcohol. So in number 2, the amount of heat that leaves the water is causing a phase change because the water is sitting there at 0 degrees Celsius. The amount of heat that's leaving the water is equivalent to mass of the water times the latent heat of fusion of the water. That same amount of heat that's leaving the water is entering the ethyl alcohol, and it's causing a phase change as well. In this case, though, the ethyl alcohol is phase changing from liquid to gas. We call that vaporization. The amount of heat entering the ethyl alcohol equals the mass of the ethyl alcohol times the latent heat of vaporization for the alcohol. So this heat right here that's leaving the water is the same as this heat here that's entering the ethyl alcohol. I set them equal to each other. I isolate the mass of the water just by dividing through by L subscript F. I plug in my numbers. I do the dimensional analysis, cancel out terms. Here I'm multiplying by the number 1, grams per calorie in the numerator over grams per calorie in the denominator is just my way of writing the number 1, and I end up with 6.5 kilograms of water freezes because it's losing heat to the cooler ethyl alcohol.